it's Hazel the Wolf, and I said I was going to do a voice, or whatever, voice meme. So, okay, let's get this voice meme started and over with, because I hate my voice. Okay. Um, so the first question I'm going to answer is, Labs, and she asked me why I hate jam. It was a long conversation, I'll explain later. I don't know, I just don't like it because it's really chunky and fruity, and you'll find out later that I'm really not a fan of fruity things, or I'm not really like a fruit or vegetable eater. I'm a pretty unhealthy person, so there you go. Alright, next question. Katy Perry or Kesha? Honestly, I'm not really sure because I like both of their songs, but out of both of them, I like more songs from Kesha, so I would have to go with her. Alright. Next questions. How long have I been drawing Invader Zim art? My first Invader Zim picture is someplace in my gallery. I would have to say for a few months. But if you want to know exactly, just go in my gallery, find that crappy picture of Zaya I drew from forever ago, and that's pretty much it. And I first got interested in it in the first place when the marathon came on Nickelodeon for, I think it was March, so I would say around March is when I first started, drawing Invader Zim fan art. How did I find out about Invader Zim? Again, I found out about Invader Zim actually a while before I joined DeviantArt, so probably, obviously Nickelodeon, and I watched the show and became obsessed with it, so that's how I found out. Do I listen to music when I draw, and if so, what bands and genre and stuff? It depends. I mean, I listen to pretty much every genre of music you can possibly imagine, except country. So, yes, I do listen to music when I draw. In my gallery, I have a lot of pictures that are named after songs and stuff, because that's the song I was inspired by to draw it, etc., etc. And what bands? It depends on the mood. If I'm in a pretty happy mood, I'll listen to, happy bands. I mean, I don't know what bands are considered happy, but bands that aren't really, metalcore and stuff, you know what I mean? If I'm mad, or if I'm drawing vent art, I tend to, listen to people 3 Days Grace and stuff like that, so. Okay, next question. I have to find it, hold on. Okay. You grip a master various styles, i.e. Sonic, Zim, anime, etc. How do you do this? How long does it take you to get comfortable with the style? Okay, so, well, what was that? Okay, it depends on the style, I guess, especially how complicated the style is. I guess the first fandom that you have seen me drawn on DeviantArt is Happy Tree Friends. I was kind of a crappy artist back then, so I didn't really get a hold of that too well. But how do I master styles? Well, I wouldn't say I master them at all, but I start from drawing it on my own without any references, and then I compare, screenshots and stuff from that fandom with my first practice picture that I did without any references. And after that, I see what mistakes I did, and then I sound like I'm cheating, but I copy some screenshots sometimes to practice, and I look at tutorials. So, again, it depends on the fandom. How long does it take to get comfortable with the style? Again, it depends on how complicated the style is. Anime took me a long time to get a hold of. I still really suck at it. And because, anime is more or less really strict about anatomy than, say, Invader Zim, obviously, or Sonic. Sonic took me a bit. I actually looked at a few DeviantArt artists, Sonic artists, to practice, and that's pretty much what I did for Sonic. As for Invader Zim, I looked at a few tutorials on DeviantArt and I referenced a few screenshots as for like Irkin Anatomy and stuff. So, what else? Okay, next question. My first anime ever. I was actually introduced to anime by, oh wait, no. The question is, what was your first anime ever? I was introduced to anime by my friend who was like major weeaboo a couple years ago. And she was obsessed with anime, and I think she thought she was Japanese or something, I swear. And we had to keep reminding her that she was American. Too long, don't listen. Anyway, so first anime, she introduced me to Fruits Basket. I don't know, I liked it then, but it's kind of annoying now. I'm not really a huge fan of Fruits Basket. But then after she got me into anime, I started watching more and more, and then I got obsessed, and now I'm not really sure if Fruits Basket was my first, so, but I'm pretty sure that was my first. My favorite band, so what's your favorite band? Um, I would have to say right now I'm really obsessed with Black Veil Brides. I discovered them off of YouTube. I found a video, because I was listening to Escape the Fate, and in related videos there was a song called Knives and Pens by Black Veil Brides. So I decided to give it a go, and I listened to that song and loved it and looked up some of the other songs, and now I'm like obsessed with that band. So I think they're kind of new, I'm not really sure. Um, okay, next question. What process do you